They may never remember what you say to them or what you do, but they'll always remember how you make them feel.
Most important assets in this life are family and time. Remember when I just called my mom back after the oath of a citizen?
Yeah.
She was crying.
Here we go, man.
Man, thank you very much for the invitation to the podcast. It's like I feel flattered for being here. It's being part of this. It's an honor, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's experiences can share something reconstructed to everybody, and definitely is a good point of reference for whoever just been missing, you know.
Yeah. 100%, man. Like, this podcast just is about highlighting people who serve, and you've served in many different capacities. I just want you to take some time and just tell us about yourself, man. Tell us about your journey, your story, you know, where you're at now, man, where you started. You get what I'm saying? We want to hear it.
Sure. I mean, everything started back in homeland. I wasn't expecting being here in the U.S. It was unexpectedly choices. I was married at the time, and at some point, we both decided we might have like better future in the foreign year out of the comfort zone. And matter of fact, I was good there. I just ended my college. I was practicing my profession, and I was feeling comfortable. I was feeling good, but at some point, something in my inner side told me I was feeling it wasn't my place. Stay there. Just
Yeah.
keep moving. You know, like whenever you feel the wind is pushing, or you need to follow wind. It's that's the way I felt, like a little leaf following the wind.
Mm.
And we finally came here. We decided to just keep with our lives, keep our relationship here in this country. And we nobody was expecting the COVID situation. That was definitely something took everybody by surprise.
Mm.
It was difficult. Try to figure out things out of the comfort zone, especially being away from home. And when this COVID situation exploded, everything just messed up.
Yeah. So where's home? Where's your homeland?
I'm from Panama.
Panama?
From Panama. Have you heard about Panama?
I've heard about it. You know, I've stopped through for a little bit, you know, on a connecting flight to go somewhere else, but I've never experienced the people, the land. So I look forward to going there one day and really just, you know, checking it out and experiencing what it's about. I've heard great things.
You will love it. I mean, Panama have a lot to offer. It's more than just a touristic spots. People look at Panama as a place for living. I mean, it's nice, it's warm. People who is looking for a different environment. We Panamanians are very warm people. We characterize ourselves because of that, because we are very family oriented, and we take seriously friendship,
Yeah.
not lightly. So whenever
get that.
whenever you're part of a Panamanian close friendship group, I mean, you're really like family, you know.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I like that, man. That's good vibes. So what were you doing? How were you serving in Panama before you came to the United States?
Well, I took the challenging. I was studying law. I was in law school. I studied 8 years in law school. It was a whole journey. In the meantime, I was studying in law school. I was working in attorney's office as a legal assistant, paralegal, how they say here.
Yeah.
And it was a very at the end it was a very gratifying effort because I was polishing myself in all the knowledge and all the experience I actually needed by the time I just graduated. So it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because you have to deal with daily problems. You have to deal with people's situation, and it's a totally different environment. I mean, if you don't have the mindset ready for that kind of for that kind of work, for that kind of like perspective, you're gonna have a hard time. You have to just leave away some time weakness and try to polish yourself with the correct energy so you can just figure out in the best way possible somebody else's problem. That's what it is about. It's a very noble profession. I have no complaints about it. I love. Matter of fact, I haven't practiced law like in my country since I came here 5 years and 9 months ago to be exact, because I have perfect sense of time here since I'm here. Uh, I'm definitely building the way to just try to just follow that line. Just go back to practice law here.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, like, what made you decide that you wanted to go into law back home?
This was a choice. This it was a decision I took since I was a very young age. No, in my family is a lot of doctors. It's a lot of like medicine professional care,
Mm-hmm.
and I really wanted to just break that line, that history line, just be the first attorney in family.
Yeah.
So it's a profession teach you a lot. At some point, you realize you have to stop thinking yourself, and you start thinking people around you, and that's a very it's a growing process. It's just you're right in the edge, and you need to just what look things in a different way. I mean, in that case, I like my passion is try to help people.
Yeah.
Even if I cannot fully help, I try to do something so you can make like that charge relieve the charge they have, and that actually fulfill myself in the inner side.
What do you think it is that you enjoy about helping other people? Why does that make you feel fulfilled?
Actually, helps me realize you have to be grateful with everything you have on a daily basis. Even if you don't have everything you want, I mean, what you have is more than what people out there doesn't have. I mean, you might have more than half of what they have, and sometimes we complain about those petty things, you know, because it's like sometimes you really complain about very tiny things, and when people out there is really struggling, people is struggling, and we have to be grateful. We have to be grateful.
100%, man. You know, what do you think is there a difference in the quality of life here and back home?
Sure, it does.
Yeah.
Sure, it does. It's it's a long way difference. I mean, it's the environment changes. This is a very diverse country. We have to deal with different mindsets. That's all about living in societies. You have to you it's not about matching. It's all about coexist. And matter of fact, you cannot change people's mind. We can always try to just get into a common ground
Yeah.
and just try to live more than a peaceful way. Try to just coexist all together and just everybody just do their best. You know. Since I'm here, I can be honest with you. I never worked as hard as since I'm here in this country. It's just it's insane. I mean, capitalism teach you so much. At some point, you start making money, but you have to just give back also. And whenever you start getting those financial responsibilities,
Yeah.
you can't stop working. I mean, you keep working, and you lose sense of a lot of things. And then that's where you have to realize you have to find a balance in your personal life, work, personal life, friends. It's difficult. That's how life works.
Yeah. I get that, man. I totally get that. You definitely have to have a hustle, and you have to grind for what you want in this country. How does your family feel about, or how did they feel when you made the decision to come to the United States? Did they support you?
At the very beginning, they did not. They did not because it was lot of things going through my life at that moment. I'm not proud to say I just I got married hiding from them. I did not have like full approval from them with the person I was married at the moment. but I was feeling good with this person, so I decided to take the step up, even though any kind of like outcomes, adverse outcomes, besides that choice.
Yeah.
And I took the risk.
Yeah.
I mean, that risk took me a year, almost a year, without my mom talking to me. It was like a kind of punishment.
Mm.
You know, whenever you make choices, even though you're close family members, even if they don't agree at that moment, uh, they don't understand maybe the final goal. Independently from the personal choice, the final goal is mostly, uh, you know, reaching the goal, trying to find a better life for yourself, and the same way, if you're good, you can just guarantee a good life for your family members.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of things going on. It was it wasn't a planified choice, but it was like a fast choice I had to make. The decision was like we couldn't think twice about just making it, and it took us here. I mean, I'm a final result about all my choices, and if I had to do the same again to be here, go through everything again, even like nice or bad experiences, I would do the same because I'm a result of that.
Yeah. Man, and not to, not to mention, dude, so you came over here from Panama, you know, you're serving, but then also recently you just became a United States citizen.
Yes.
That's huge, man.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You
Thank you
know,
very much.
like how was that whole process? Did you see that happening one day or?
You know, it's a huge step for a foreign year. Right now, as you realize, the country is going through a very hard situation right now with the immigration situation,
Mm,
and it's a very sensitive topic. I don't want to get into details here,
yeah.
but there's a lot of good people, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good people coming to this country. There's a lot of good people trying to just provide something positive to this society.
Yeah.
Uh, whenever, uh, how can I say, when I start studying for the U.S. citizen, for being a U.S. citizen, you have to go to this geography, civic, and history test, and you realize beyond all the knowledge you're taking for yourself, so you can make the test and you can go through. This is a very resilient country. So this country is product of all those historic factors we actually can control. I mean, we are a result of those all those historic factors that they're out of our hands, and is what we are right now.
Yeah.
This country doesn't fall against like easy challenges. I mean, this country just always goes ahead to just lead the way, and also the people that are part of it. And since I'm here, I can say I feel proud to be in this country. I feel really proud to be in this country. I feel proud to uh, be where I am right now because it had cost me a lot. Uh, I can say things are not for free. Things are not easy. Uh, like I mentioned, I was talking to my mom the other day, and she asked me like, "How you feel about being a U.S. citizen?" I'm like, I feel weird because I haven't voted in this last 5 years in my own country, and this is my first election season here, and it's a huge responsibility.
Yeah.
Just share like a very conscious vote for the future, the next 4 years of this country. It's a huge responsibility because that's your voice, independently what we agree or what we don't agree. I mean, each American citizen and also immigrants that are part of this country, we all contribute. So we are a result of that.
100%, man. You know, so you're United States citizen now. How does your family feel about that? Do they believe now that the decision that you made many years ago was worth it? Or do they still feel the same way as they did when you left? Have you talked to them about that?
Um, I have a very close relation with mom and dad,
Yeah.
and even though our differences, we could overcome that.
Yeah.
And we actually we talk every single each 2 days. We talk about a bunch of things, and definitely right now as a U.S. citizen, being part of this country, uh, my mom and dad they never expected me to just get that far
Mm.
because matter of fact I have no friends in my inner group or people I know like closely that say they did the same as I did, especially in the circumstances I did it, you know, and they weren't expecting that. And when remember when I just called my mom back after the oath as a U.S. citizen,
Yeah.
she was crying. She
Oh
was
man.
crying. She was proud. She definitely passed me those all those emotions. After we were talking, she told me she was proud of me, and she just mentioned me that that's what is happening right now is a proof that nobody can tell you nothing is possible. You're the only person that can limit yourself.
That's it.
Your inner wall, yourself, you're the only wall that actually can tell you nothing's gonna go through. You're the only person capable of doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I hear people say that they can't do things a lot. And, the first thing that I say or that I think when someone tells me that they can't do something is, I believe you. And they look at me like, what? That's what you're going to say? Yeah, I believe you. Because if you don't believe, and if you say that you can't do something, you've already convinced yourself that it's not possible. So what does it matter what anyone else thinks if you've already shut yourself down?
I agree with you. I agree with you. I believe in the energy. I believe in the manifest energy. And if you talk to yourself every single day about what you're gonna do and which is your direction, you're gonna get into, because that's the energy you're feeding your body and your mind.
Hmm.
So the work, the mind, especially your mind, your work, your body working in so many mystery ways that we fully don't understand how energy works. But always more than the energy, also is having faith in yourself.
Mm.
Having
100,
faith in yourself.
100%, man. You've been through, I mean, you've been up to a lot since you've been here, man. I mean, you recently obtained you became a United States citizen. You're recently married, right? Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, um, how has that been for you? I mean, that's a big step, right? How has a marriage maybe affected your mentality as far as the direction that you want to go in life, how you want to serve, how you want to continue to serve, what way that you want to serve? Does marriage impact that at all?
When you are not married, you only think yourself.
Mm.
Once you get the commitment to spend your life with that person, you really want to just move on and just build something good in your future days. That's a strong commitment, not only with this person, with his family, and with what you really want to just do. When you put all that in perspective, that actually is a huge step. It's a huge step. It's not getting married. It's not like, hey, let's get married and that's it. It's a lot of factors involved, and definitely create a responsibility
Mm.
mindset. That responsibility mindset, you stop. You're no longer. I mean, everybody have a selfishness point inside, like a little selfishness seed, and whenever you share your time and your days with another person, you stop being selfish. You don't only think of yourself. You start thinking for both. and that's a way to build something good, because you decide to take a step up.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, man. So talk to us. I mean, like, what are you doing now? What do you want to do? You know, when I met you, you were serving. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you really stood out to me. Um, the way that you serve stood out to me, and my colleagues, my business partners, and that really just made me want to keep coming back. You know, that you set the standard in personally in my life for, you know, the type of customer service that I want, that I feel that I should receive. And you know, me and my business partners, we talk about it all the time. Like, man, that dude Dennis is phenomenal. You know, um, and I immediately thought about you when I decided to start this podcast, because I wanted to highlight people that have a heart to serve other people. Of course, that's what this podcast is about. But I was like, man, I've got to get Dennis on this show, because I met you and you were doing just that. And it was genuine, and you can tell. And out of that interaction, we've become really great friends. You know, you became the godfather of my son. And I just think that's amazing. But it's just because at the beginning, because of your heart and how you served. And I personally believe in serving those that serve others. And it's just, you know, it's just crazy just kind of thinking back to that first experience and where we are now.
Absolutely, I agree with you. It's like I feel flattered for being. First of all, we're no longer friends; we're family.
Yeah.
You know, from that service experience, from strangers, we became friends. From friends, we became, as a close friends, we became family.
Okay.
That's
Family, man.
that's what that's how I consider you, and what I consider family, my family.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes deeper than that, man.
Yeah,
I officiated your wedding for you and your wife.
I know.
You know, and that's what I really love about. That's why I really wanted to start this podcast, to really just show people the impact of serving, how it can affect every area of somebody's life. How by you serving, you could plant seeds that, you know, you don't even know what the harvest is going to bring. Because I truly believe people, they may never remember what you say to them or what you do, but they'll always remember how you make them feel. And I'll remember the conversation that we had the first time, but I remember the way that you made me, my colleagues, my business partners, how you made us feel. And you made us feel like we were the most important people in the world at that time. And we just loved it. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's definitely crazy, man. So I mean, I'm sure people are wondering, but you know, you just became a citizen and you just got married, you know, a little while ago. Think there might be some kids in the mix?
Yeah, you know, we in order to have healthy kids, you have to practice. So we're practicing.
All right.
We're practicing. We're practicing.
Fair enough.
We're practicing.
Have y'all talked about, you know, how many you might want to have, or?
I was, you know, it's a very like hot topic.
Yeah.
That's we talked the other day. We were talking the other day about, you know, kids, about, you know, time goes,
Sure.
time flies, time walks, and still we have to make choices. I mean, having kids is not a joke. having kids is, I mean, that essence of yourself you bring into this world is the best version of yourself. You have to make sure redirect this best version of yourself in the correct in the correct line. And as I told my wife, it's like I want to have kids. I want to have at least a couple. I would love to adopt one. I truly believe in that all these kids, they're all little angels. That it's not their fault. Not just having at the moment their mom and dad just take care of them.
Yeah.
Just they truly deserve like a lovely family that just take care of them. They deserve a home.
100%.
They deserve the family warm.
Yeah.
And as I told my wife, I want to be there for my kids. I want to raise them. I want to take care of them. I don't want somebody else raise my kids. And it's all about time. It's all about time. You know, sometimes rush decisions lead you to make big mistakes. It's as you told me once, is that you're never ready for being a dad unless you just it comes on way. So you start shaking, you start feeling a different way.
That's true, man. You just, I used to think you got to have everything and perfect. You got to have this, you got to have that. Man, kids don't care about any of that, man. They just want your love. At the end of the day, as long as you love them and you care for them, you spend time with them, that's all they care about. You know, that's what they need. And yeah. So thanks for sharing that, man. So how do you feel? And what do you want to say?
Um, I feel this this coming time is a very decisive time. Is gonna mark a definitive part of our life. Uh, I believe the next choices in the next year, next few years, are gonna definitely lead my way. Not only my way, my wife way as a family. Um, I definitely wanna make possible bring family close. I wanna just take having mom close. I wanna have my father close. I would love to have my baby brother close so we can just I can take care of them.
Yeah.
That's because as I told you earlier, I'm a very family oriented person, and if I truly believe the most important assets in this life are family and time, and whenever they are gone, there is no refund back. So you better enjoy them now you have it, and just try to make your best for just
Yeah.
make it go the correct way.
Yeah, man. So I got a question for you. And I ask all my guests this because I just think it's such a fun question. What might people be surprised to find out about you
Like in which aspect?
in any aspect? What's something about you that if someone found out, they'd be like, "Oh, I didn't know that." Uh, uh.
I have a very peculiar hobby. I like aquascaping.
Mm-hmm.
It's I mean, you have to be a very skilled person for just take care of like a fish tank. It's not just having a tank, just pour some water and just
Yeah.
drop bait a fish and just let him live to his own luck. I mean, you really have to take care of it. I'm a big fan of marine biology,
Mm.
and since I was a kid, I was used to cultivate a hobby myself, in just a very basic way. But it's always something live on me, and it's a very relieving escape when I just get home and just take care of my fish tanks.
Yeah.
Like just go there, feed them, see how they swim. I mean, it actually gives me a lot of peace, to be honest.
Mm.
For such a fast life as it is, I mean, life in the U.S. feels like a spark. We can just snap fingers and something happen, and you don't even realize it happened. And you have to slow down at some point because you need to enjoy what is happening at the moment. You need to take a time, For just see where you're going and just keep going.
Live in the
But
moment.
live in the moment. You have
Yeah.
to live the moment.
Wow. I'm curious as to if there's some type of connection, like a deeper connection between law and marine biology.
If I, being honest, if I didn't study like at law school, probably it might be like marine biologist, because everything that comes out of the sea, it actually passion me. I mean, believe it or not, our planet is 80%, 70% water, and the rest of it
Yeah.
is land.
Yeah.
And there is unexplored areas of our oceans. And there's, I can be true, believe it. I'm sure there's a lot of secrets haven't been discovered yet. And we are coming from, according to the evolution theory, we're coming from the oceans. And most of the people nowadays feel that connection with the oceans.
Mm.
Feel that connection with the oceans. I
Wow.
mean, not it can be anything. Can be you like fish. You like whatever, whatever. But you feel the connection. There's people. Maybe you don't realize why people maybe move to California. Most of them they like because of the surfing environment, and they feel they live in the ocean. These people like surfing. It's not just enjoying the waves. I mean, the ocean is part of them.
Yeah.
The beach is part of them, and is a very healing environment. If you have like a house in the beach, when you go at least for a week or maybe a few days, it's a very healing experience. Just going to the ocean, just take a little salt water wash, and it's a lot. I mean, you have to experience yourself to feel it. It's everybody experiences it in a different way.
Wow. Thanks for sharing that, man. Really, I just want to thank you for, coming on a podcast. I just really wanted to honor you, to honor your service, and to share a little bit of your story. I'm sure there's a lot more that we can share. We just don't have the time to do it right now. But got something special for you. And it's just a token of appreciation. What it is, it's a coin. It's a custom coin called the Surf Challenge coin.
And that's beautiful.
That I want to
Thank
give
you
to you. And there's something written on the back.
very much. Love it. Love it.
And that's our motto. That's what we stand for. Serving those who serve others. And we do what we can, man. But in a way, this is how we're serving those that serve others. It's just by giving them a chance to share their voice, for people to hear who they are outside of their service. Because a lot of times people just see us as in the capacity or that we serve in, right? If you're a police officer, they can't see past the badge and the gun. They don't necessarily see the husband, the father, the friend, and that's what we're about here, man. So we just wanted to give you that, man, just to always remind you that your service is important and that there are people that see you for who and what you are, truly.
I appreciate this. I mean, this means a lot to me. More than a token is with the sense of reminding somebody about everything you do have an impact.
Yes.
And this means a lot to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, brother.
For sure, bro.
Thank you very much. I love it. I'm gonna keep it. It's like a token for keeping it in the like in my pocket, or I can just put it in the fridge.
Hey, man, you can do whatever you want with it. Do whatever you want with it. Just
very
keep
nice.
it.
Appreciate that. This is beautiful. I'm gonna keep it just right in my heart, man. Thank you.
You got it, brother. Well, thank you for jumping on Call to Serve podcast. It's been a great episode. Thank you for sharing a little bit of your journey and your story.
Anytime.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing, how your journey continues to progress and how you continue to grow in many areas of your life. And until next time, brother.
Thank you very much, bro. Thank you for the invitation. Appreciate that, man.
You got it, bro.
Thanks a lot.